Welcome to Paranormal Gateway Paratalk. I'm the host Scott Wise, and joining me tonight is Brandon Hoch and Doug Webb from Above And Below Paranormal. They are a first-up paranormal team established in 2022 by founder Brandon Hoch. They are a science-based team that investigates using a variety of techniques and equipment. Deep on first, now take us to investigation. Tonight, we have the pleasure of talking to Brandon and Doug about some of their experiences and some evidence, audio and video, that they are willing to play on the show. So without further ado, let's welcome Brandon and Doug to the show.
What's up, man?
Good evening, gentlemen.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having us.
We've got some fun tonight. I just have a question to get out of the way, and we'll start playing your awesome evidence then. So, the first thing I do is ask each one of you how you got into it. Was it experience you had, or is it something you were interested in? Who's going first?
Go ahead, Brandon.
So I always had weird things happen to me as a kid. I never really understood it. And then I met Doug when I was 10, and right around 16, Doug took me to a first case, and I went and I fell in love with it. And then at 18, I had a really personal experience with a family member. And then ever since then, I just nonstop, just been doing it, keep on going. Have over 100 cases now. So lots of investigating, lots of analysis, lots of everything.
Okay, that's kind of I started off too, with back when.
Yep.
And myself, paranormal experiences as a kid, didn't really understand what it was all about or anything like that. And then these TV shows started coming on, like Ghost Hunters and Taps, and I really got into that, and that was quite interesting to me to, kind of help explain, what kind of happened while I was a kid. And then, like Brandon said, took him on his first case, and it was kind of like my first case. And then I kind of recruited him to a team that I joined, and we've been going at it ever since.
Yeah, that's the I started off a few years before this. So I'm showing my age now. I'll be 55 in August, so
you're not much older than me.
You have pretty close to me. What would be 2 old men out hunting? Because you're playing Dayton.
You broke up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Are you from Dayton?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not too far from me.
Nope.
So, it's got that problems cutting it out. I had to use Bluetooth tonight because my headphone jack is busted. So, but if you hear me, I can repeat myself.
Works for me.
Alright, sorry about that.
All good.
It is what it is, huh?
Yeah, we get it.
What are some most common types of paranormal activity you have encountered?
The most common types?
Yeah.
The most common types are residual and intelligent. Not too much poltergeist. I mean, we've had it here and there, but mainly residual and intelligent.
Lately, a lot more intelligent than residual, I would say, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe so intelligent for our group because we get a lot of outstanding EVCs and I said the residual also. I mean, I saw tons of shadow play, full fake operations. And I've been doing it for about maybe 18 years now. Yeah, that's all a lot of stuff. Like the first one, when I decided I was going to join the like the question I've layered about people are interested in joining this team, just go out and find a team, try to find a reliable team, and go out with them.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing is finding reliable people that want to partake all the time.
Right.
It's not even, for me, I would say it's not even about just finding people. Like, I can find people to investigate. It's finding people that can do everything else. Because if you're joining my team, I need you to do analysis. I need you to contribute to the team than more than just showing up and investigating. Because if I'm doing a residential case, I need to make sure that I get the people as help as fast as I can.
Mariah's
so if you're, yeah, I know that's all. If you're not, if you're not coming in and helping me do analysis, you're not helping me at all. And, it's no good.
Right. That's the top I have for my group. The first one I joined, out back in Pennsylvania, and it was awesome. We got there, but the founder, I don't know the name of the group was. The founder just didn't want to do it anymore. He would wait several weeks to get the evidence done, and I wrote for something in that group. And we tried to split off into our own group. We had like 13 years. But yeah, my first experience with me decided to do it was the first investigation of that team was in a church where I got an EVP of a little boy seeing a kid. When they asked the question, the top of the table like this is that kid. That's how the best EVP or best EVP I've ever had. Because it's very clear there. So I did that and I was I bit by a paranormal bug. I was already going to do more. Yes.
Yeah. That's us. I'm glad Brandon started his own team because he's all about helping people. He's all about getting the evidence review done. And, just like it says in the bio, we try to debunk absolutely everything. And, that's our main goal is to go in and debunk because I myself am skeptic. I'm not skeptic of the paranormal. I'm skeptic of people because I don't believe people when they tell me their place is haunted.
Right.
Yeah.
But, with that question, Dr. Rosen says that's one of the main things they do in there is that everyone thinks the house is haunted. And it could be simple things like a radiator or the heating things will go off at night. Because one investigation we had with a house built in the mid-50s, they had to run the water, radiator heaters in houses. Well, they'll be woke up like 2 o'clock in the morning, ears.
Yeah, they would whistle. Yep.
Yeah, they whistle. And I'm like, that's what he calls for. And we traveled down in Maryland from PA. But they didn't have anything. And the guy was getting pissed off at us and saying, there's something here. And dude, there's not anything here. We get all the evidence and stuff. We weren't going to come down for the final thing because they're wasting gas money and there's nothing there. So
yeah, we have a big questionnaire that we
give
to
too.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's sometimes that things are left off on the questionnaire, and then you really have to dive deep by calling them and trying to squeeze them for answers. I mean, like I said, I'm skeptical of people, not the paranormal, because I've had things happen to me. I've been touched. You know,
me too.
I've seen stuff, I've felt stuff, I've heard stuff. I mean, my house was haunted back in Maryland where I lived, and it was so haunted that I got put on the TV show. My wife and I actually got put on the TV show, Eli Ross, A Ghost Ruined My Life, because we ended up having to leave our home. So we're on season 2, episode 2, and you know, it's a true story. Well, I should say 75% of it is a true story. Of course, the company embellished the rest of the story, but that stuff really happened to us.
Well, we had a question or two, and we have some personal questions in. That if they don't want to answer them, that's fine, but one drop jokes. And we said Leeward, or not, you know, whatever, Leeward or prescription drugs. And the one place we went to, everything here was bedrooms and stuff to go upstairs, sit down, and the guy had bomb still dresser. And they had a mirror there with like dusty stuff on it, like that, right here. We tore it off out. I don't even deal with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I went on a case.
You get out of trouble yet?
Well, I went on a walkthrough, like, what was it, Doug, like a week ago about?
Yep.
About a week ago. And I won't say where it was, but, you know, I try to get out and I try to help people the best I can and as quickly as I can. So I go out there, I'm doing the walkthrough, and come to find out, long story short, I find drug paraphernalia in the location. And I told the guy, I'm like, I'm not coming back. And he was so pissed off. And he's like, you can't do that. False advertising. He's like, I'm going to write a review and tell everybody how bad you are. And I was like, look, go ahead. Like, when it comes to my team and their safety, that takes like priority number 1 over what you have going on in your house. And if you're going to fill out the questionnaire and then not answer that question and lie about it, then I'm not helping you. Because to me, you're just lying.
Yeah, I think when we first started off, we had tons about the industrial cases, but it got to the point that they're explaining them, and like half of them were miraculous. I hate to say that, but half of them were they're junkering out there, or they talk all the time, you know, with giggling and laughing, and they call the neighbors over, and oh God, it's horrible. But there's some people watch your feed and you know, and but
yeah, we've had a few like that. Not many, but just a few.
Yeah, so we stopped then, and we just start going to the 2 or 3 or 4 occasions a year. More known ones like Paratalk Elementary, or we did Harford County Prison in Jersey. I did a couple of places in New York and Maryland. So we end up doing a lot. So we out here a lot. I haven't got to do too much. So I would talk to Doug about maybe going to investigation maybe September to the Fire Museum in Mansfield. If you guys want to come or whatever, I can schedule it because it's no limit to people who can go. And you take a donation. So it's a good place. I've been there like 4 times now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get us into the Sorg Mansion.
Where's that at?
That's Middletown.
Ohio?
It's the SORG. They have the Sorg, and they have the Sorg Theater, and the Sorg Mansion is literally like catty corner to the theater. And I tell you what, I've got pictures of it, and a buddy of mine used to live in that house because they had apartments in there, and he said the thing is absolutely loaded with paranormal activity. And I believe him because he actually had photographic proof that he showed me. So that's why I believe him.
I'm a little late with my comments here.
Yeah. Yeah, Iris is a good friend of ours. They live in Arizona, and we just went out to Bell Mansion and Beale Manor with them. They run Get Out Paranormal AZ.
Oh, yeah?
What's up, Eden? Hey, Doug, Eden Bennett is the one that works with Nick Groff that I was talking to you about. So
that
that's
is
her.
amazing.
Yeah, so she's the one.
If he didn't get my message, Eden, tell him thank you so much for when I was in the hospital.
Sierra.
That meant so much to me.
So you said ours have a group too?
Yeah, Iris
ahead.
has Get Out Paranormal AZ. They have some cool things, possibly. Well, they do have cool things going on, but they have another thing going on behind the scenes that Benny texted me about, and it's really cool. I can't tell you what it is yet, but if it happens, everybody's going to be really, really excited.
Well, I was to put this out here. I saw one opening in September. To be honest, if you guys back on one.
Yeah.
They literally just drove from Arizona to a couple of investigations that we did, and then drove back home.
Yeah, they hit what was it? Indiana. I got your message and passed it on through Dan Klaus. He's the owner of the he's the owner of the Hinsdale house, Doug.
Thank you so much.
I was in, we were up there for a weekend investigation a couple of years ago. That place is awesome.
We never went to Hinsdale.
It's like booked like trial for a weekend. So he said, I talked to him at the Paratalk convention. I was just at, and he said weekdays are a lot easier to get if you get a weekday. But we had like 6, 7 people. We did a full week on Friday to Sunday. That's the crazy shit, guy. Oh, I gotta watch my language. It's seriously, it's crazy stuff we're on there, and we got a lot of stuff out there. We got these up the 70th this show, because I don't know if you want to hear. It's like 3 or 4 like howling and these bears howling in the woods for 3 minutes full. And it sounds like somebody just sticking around a recorder here on the porch. And they're like, like that. We think they'll have that big orgy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. I'll say it to you guys down if you'll listen to it. But it's like 4 periods long.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it. Yeah. So we went, Sierra's part of Interstate Paranormal Research. We investigated Wildwood Sanitarium with them, which that's actually, I know, I was going to say, I know you saw earlier that I had a female investigator walk by, Angel. She's trying to finish up the YouTube part 2 of Wildwood Sanitarium, where we actually caught something on video of something moving. You'll have to go and watch that when it's up. So trying to get that finalized, but we went there. We did a place with Sam & Miller Mansion with them. They're an amazing team. They're amazing people. They'd be great to have on here as well to talk. And then we leave. Well, I leave tomorrow. Doug's obviously already in Ohio, so it's close to him. But I leave tomorrow after work, and then I'm driving and actually meeting them. We're getting Airbnb, and then we're investigating Prospect Place this weekend. So it'll be myself and Doug. And
it's from the woods.
Yeah, Eden lives not far from. Yeah, I didn't know she lived that close. But so I actually met Eden at Pennhurst Paracon, and that's where I actually met Interstate and several other teams we talk and work with. But yeah, I told her next year we'll have to go up and actually like hang out. She wants us to investigate her parents' house. They have a bunch of activity which is up in that area, so maybe we'll do both places.
In New York?
Yeah. It's literally like 10 minutes from Wildwood, like her family's house. It's so close. So.
Hey, good job, Eden. We're slamming on Air Live.
She's a good friend. I talk to her all the time. She's great. Seriously, she's so great. I can't say enough good stuff.
It's always fun.
Yeah,
Oh man, she's
Doug,
right between the two of them.
Yeah, Doug. She basically lives. She basically lives in the same town as Brian.
Oh, okay. That's
So
awesome.
yeah, like I think we were 4 blocks from her house when we were at Brian's. So next year, I definitely want to get back to Wildwood. That was definitely a cool place.
That was off the hook.
That's my bucket list. I got a lot on my bucket list.
My bucket list keeps growing.
Well,
that
I want my second bucket.
Wildwood was the first poltergeist activity that we ever caught on camera. So make sure you go to our YouTube page and watch for the second video to come out, because you'll see it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. And our video girl, she just saw her walk behind. Her name's Angel. She's part of our team. She did the most amazing job on part 1. And I know she's going to do even better on part 2, because now she's used to using the editor. So yeah, make sure you check that out.
So, that sounds good.
So Gina runs Empirical Paranormal. They are out of New York, and they are actually part of the TAPS family member. So I met her actually, I started talking to her before Pennhurst, and then I met her at Pennhurst in person. We went out and got dinner, hung out, and she actually took me to introduce me to Jason, Sherry, Steve, and Tango. So she walked me right up, and she's like, "Hey guys, this is Brandon," and like it was a really cool experience. I got to talk to Jason for like 20-25 minutes, and honestly, we didn't even talk anything paranormal. We just talked life, and we talked about his daughter and how I have a daughter, and honestly, we had like parent talk. I wish I could say it was a really cool paranormal experience, but it really wasn't.
That was 2 years ago. I was part of the restaurant. I got to talk to Steve. Got to her earlier, and so it opened, and he was downstairs setting up, but I was talking to him for about 20 minutes. He's a cool guy. I got a picture of him too.
Yeah, him and Tango were funny. I actually ran into them. They were at the end of the Paracon. They walked right by me, and they laughed at one of the building names at Pennhurst, which is Icum, but it's spelled ICUM. So they laughed, and I started to laugh, and I said, "Thank you guys so much for making sure that I'm not the only immature person here." And they said, and Tango looked at me, he goes, "Hey, we just talked to you." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, our minds are like this all the time." He's like, "We laugh and we make jokes all day long." He was like, "You would fit right in." And he goes, "Have a good night." And they walked away. So it was a really cool experience just to know that like they weren't so uptight. Like they were so funny in person. Like I can't say enough good stuff about them.
Yeah, actually, we were. We first started off. We had a lot of fun. They played gags and tricks every once in a while. Post Town Elementary in the south area. We did base camp earlier, in the cafeteria or lunchroom. They had this African tribal mask. And Bill, one guy, I don't know say the name of the high school. Their girl went down to check on the equipment that was going off down the hall, and we were on the bed teacher's room. And Bill went down somewhere real quick. He comes up, and he's on all fours around the corner. She came around the corner. He goes, "Ah!" And she dropped on him. Oh my God. She goes, "Do stand up, Bill." And she smacks him. They picked on her a lot.
Well, that's the good thing about our girl Angel. She has a scare reflex that is so amazing. Yeah, let me tell you, she's a jumper, and it's so funny to watch because any slight little anything she jumps, and it's great stuff.
Yeah.
Look, honest to God, like you guys should really see when my kids are here. My kids have gotten to the point where they will literally hide behind a door, under a desk, under the table, and as soon as she walks by, they're like, "Yeah!" and they grab her foot, and I swear she jumps through the ceiling. Like it is the funniest shit ever. It really is. Like she gets airborne.
That's how she is. You have to be careful on her stairs though, because she's up in the air. It's like, I keep picking off her. It's so easy to do when you walk around and say her name, she's up. So the guy in there all the time.
One of our investigators is watching the show right now, Leroy, and Leroy, he's infamous for scaring the bejesus out of her.
I like seeing all the comments with the crying, laughing faces. Angel, you're famous. Nothing. They're waving to you. Hold on. Come here. Come around. Come here.
Come on.
You won't be able to hear them, but they're waving hi and saying, "Hey, we're talking about you." So there's Angel. Yeah. Doug was talking about how you're wonderful at. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Doug loves complimenting you.
It makes her do a better job.
He said it makes you do a better job. Doug is always the most scared. No, that's just around dolls and spiders. And spiders.
Yeah, Mariah. Get it straight. At least I know how to stuff a deer.
You definitely know how to gut one.
I do know how to do that. See?
Gina said hi, Angel. Me too.
Oh, goodness.
Sierra said that's my girl.
Yeah, I got real awesome. I mean, you have to. When you're sitting in some places and it's so quiet, and then a lot of times we'll talk about early eyes and stuff, and it's sometimes between you talk that they talk.
Yep.
You notice that?
That is we teach everybody new that if things are slow, just have a normal conversation. How's your day going?
Yeah.
What did you do today? What do you got going on this weekend? Do the kids have a sports game? Because a lot of spirits was doing the same thing when they were alive, and you will catch stuff on the voice recorder fitting right into the conversation like you're talking about.
Yeah, we get a lot like that.
Well, not only that, but make some jokes. Just crack some jokes because they were people. You got to respect them. Because they were people on this earth, that's our number one goal is to respect the spirits that are there and to debunk.
Right.
So we treat them like they're still alive.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say there's a place in Bainbridge, Pennsylvania. They call it. It's called Harmon Mansion.
Oh, heard of it?
I've been a few times. But the first time I was there, I set my equipment up, and they said the names were, Jacob and Sarah. And I'll talk while I'm setting stuff up. The first thing I do when I walk to the station, I get my headset and my recorder going. Because I get a lot of stuff sometimes like that. But I was up setting up, and I thought, hey, Jacob, are you here? I said, is Hannah here too? And I heard the audible myself. Mm-hmm. I picked that up from audio.
That's awesome.
I heard that back. I'm like, I thought I heard that, but,
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It stinks because it's rare for me to actually hear things now because I have tinnitus from the job that I do.
Yeah.
So I have that constant ringing in my ear. So a lot of the higher pitched stuff I can't hear. But if it's, the higher pitched stuff I can't hear, but the low pitched stuff I can hear.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at picking out EVCs. Some of this was just look for the horizon and a thing. I did the whole thing straight through. I just hit the high once.
Yeah, we listen and watch everything when we play it back. We don't skip anything. We truly sit there, and if we record for 8 hours, we're probably listening to 12 hours of audio. By the time you keep going back and clipping it and doing everything you need to do, it turns into 12 hours.
Yeah, back at first hour, they had the wired cameras but they didn't have the audio on, so they had to put one recorder in each one. And as I security camera, I took most of them because I enjoy doing it. I can sit there for hours and do it. So I ended up having like 60, 70 hours worth of stuff to do over for one investigation.
Yeah, our equipment case just keeps growing. And by
How
case,
many?
I mean cases.
I was going to say, how many are we up to? 15, 16?
Wow.
I don't know, because then you got to remember we put all the extension cords and everything in like milk crates and everything else. So I don't know, a lot. And then we have 2 TVs. We have 16 cameras. We have a wired DVR system. We have a wireless DVR system. We have Wi-Fi cameras. Bunch of recorders. Bunch of camcorders. I mean, you name it. EDI, EMF detectors. I mean, thermals. SLS.
Yeah.
Music boxes. You name it. We got a lot.
Yeah. I think music box and the side button of the play is I can put anything I want on it. Every see a sound. I have a sound enough to do chicken death.
That's funny. That's awesome.
I thought about doing airborne. Yeah, it's like Russian Bill builds. I mean, he's builds all kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I have we bought a 8-channel DVR camera system. I have like 2 of them now. They're in my closet collecting dust. I got a big ass bag of wires sitting back there, and
I'll tell you,
that's just selling it.
We were just recently at Bell Mansion in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we ran all 16 cameras. And I will tell you this, I absolutely hate wired DVR now compared to the wireless. It's so much easier to set up. It takes way less time. The cords don't get tangled up. It's just.
But I will say our team kicked ass at doing it.
Absolutely.
I mean, they really did. I can't thank our team enough. Seriously, like.
Okay, too. But at that time, I just started getting ill. I have cerebral ataxia, so I have to get around with the walker thing, whatever. I roll there. I give them a good one. But they help me out a lot, get up downstairs and stuff. So I'm really grateful for those guys. I would be able to do half the stuff I did without those guys.
Yeah.
Lovely guys, man. So.
I could not imagine doing the things that we have done without the team that we have. Our team is absolutely phenomenal. When Brandon and the team voted for me to become director, we had a member, Leroy, who's I think still listening. Well, he kind of stepped up, and he's been involved in tech and stuff like that. But he really, really stepped up, and he's become our tech manager, and he's phenomenal when it comes to tech. We got our social media person, which is Angel. We've got our historian, and the best EVP listener.
She's on vacation.
in the world. Her name's Debbie. I mean, she is phenomenal at picking out EVPs.
Yeah, like things I think I would skip over, she literally gets.
Yeah. That's how I was with the Mars, because those guys listen to about hearing, it was just a little bit. I used that Audacity.
Yeah.
And you get lost up from down there when the full back there too. You can't go too far when you're doing it, because it just distorts stuff. You have to do the right spot when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And or you can learn that EVC. But we always keep the raw, and I would do one call clean one.
Yeah.
And then we'll do that. But yeah, I love to do that.
Yeah, she'll literally sit in a room for hours and do it. She really don't care.
Yeah, I would do that too. So where are you based out of?
Maryland. We're like 30 minutes north of Baltimore.
Oh, alright. Okay.
And of course, I'm in Dayton, Ohio. So
Yeah. Well, my group where I was low to was in Pennsylvania, and one was in Indiana. So,
yeah,
I'm trying to get more people to go with me to stuff.
Eventually, Brandon's aspiring to branch out.
I am. I want to have an Ohio branch. So, like, that way it covers Ohio, Indiana, things within like a 3-hour radius of really Doug's house. So. Whatever. I mean, the more the merrier for Doug. Well, it's just funny because, like, even being here, like, I've gotten calls from Kentucky. I've gotten calls from Seattle, Washington. I've gotten calls from Wisconsin. I've gotten a call from Texas. And I'm just not capable to go there. I mean, all right, look, if I had a TV show or something like that, then I could, because I have the support, I have all that. But taking time off of work and paying for all that, that's a lot of travel. That's a lot of, going distance in general. And I'm not rich by any means. So I would love to travel and check out a bunch of places all throughout the U.S. I really would. And I love helping people. I would never mind doing a residential case.
What's the term? What's the term they use? We have champagne dreams on beer budget.
What's below a beer budget?
Well, I worked on my beer belly. So there you go.
Dad bod.
I occasional beer every once in a while.
Oh, you don't want me? You don't want? I don't drink, so you don't want me to drink.
Not
3
anymore.
beers. Yeah, we were when we were at Fort Wayne, Indiana. We went out to dinner, and I got drunk off of 3 beers.
That was funny.
Beers now are like 6, 8, 10% alcohol, though.
Oh no, these were just blue moons.
I have a little moon in the refrigerator now, but it's 6% alcohol.
Yeah. It definitely kicked my ass.
I have one. It's called it's called alcohol here. It's called Sweet Baby Jesus. It's a chocolate peanut butter porter.
Oh no!
It's good. Oh my God, it's so good.
Hey, Doug, you want to drink this weekend?
Just a sweet baby Jesus. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Great.
That'd be no good. No good.
See, I had a perfect Friday the other weekend, and I drank the half one of both. But I don't even eat that day, so yeah, I tell you the one beer usually. I don't know. I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm a guy who's drink sometimes, but them days are long going. Oh my.
So, Brandon said you got some evidence that he sent you of ours?
Yep, I've got it to share out right now. Do you want to start with the audio or the video or the photos?
Whatever you want to go to. I mean, I know I sent you a few, and then I know, I sent you some experiences about best and worst cases. So wherever you want to go, man, we're up for whatever.
All right. I will start with what's in line here. Let's go to. We do the EVPs if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, the first one is called Chill. It's better for headphones, usually freebies. But I have it on, I think, a loop. If one do it, we can. So.
Come out and communicate with us. At least be a man. Come out and communicate with us. At least be a man. Come out and communicate with us. At least be a man.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was one of our former investigators. We were at Samuel Miller Mansion, and
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what was that?
That was at Samuel Miller Mansion in Columbia, PA.
Okay, all right.
And we had one of our investigators get hit, one of our female investigators. So myself, Doug, and our former team member went up to this room, and I wouldn't say we really provoked, but we definitely stood our ground and were stern with it. And what you hear is our investigators say, "At least be a man," because you can pick on a woman and be a man. And then we catch chill. So it was it was a cool moment. It was a very intelligent answer at that time.
I would say we provoked. I would definitely say we provoked.
Yeah.
All right, we provoked.
Yeah, we stay away from that. When we first start, like, if something happened in the house that while we were there, they got scratched or something, I would say, knock it off, and then we understand. Come back and say, they call you assholes, they call you names, and I got that too.
Yeah, we don't provoke. By all means, we never provoke, unless a certain situation.
Right. And then, like, with that situation, it attacked one of our members.
Right.
So at that point, not only are we standing our ground, but if you're going to attack one of our members, be a man, step up to us.
Yeah. You're after the family. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to treat all our team members literally as a family, and I literally love all our team members. I love everybody that we met, and even the team members as other teams. Like Gina's in here. I think Iris is still in here, and then I think John was tuning in. He runs Harrisburg Area Paranormal Society. Even them, they're just good people, and they've taught me a lot, and I know they're just a phone call away. So I can't when I know Para-Unity is such a it's a funny word to say in the paranormal community, because a lot of people say it but don't do it. I actually physically try to do it, and the people I network with, they are that way. So everybody's been wonderful.
We always stay sharing and caring too. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't feel that way.
Yeah. No.
We have two groups in the area that they definitely don't feel that way. They don't really like me.
That's okay. That's all right. We let them be on their own, and we take care of what we need to take care of.
Yeah. That's all I can do. It is what it is, right?
Well, if they're threatened by what we're doing, that tells me we're doing the right thing and we're going in the right direction. And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And I can only control what I can control for my team, and that's what I want to do. So. All
right. The next one is called Oopsie. This is a good one.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
That was such a cool one.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we were at Essex Jail, here in Essex, Maryland. It was it's a historical society now, and it was just very funny. We were making a joke because one of the investigators actually had their butt in the way of the camera, and Angel is the youngest person on our team. And you heard her talk, so that wasn't her, but that voice came out of nowhere, and it fit in perfectly with the conversation. It was a crazy moment.
That's intelligent there. So.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, they have claims. Some of the claims there are they have a bike hanging up, and the wheel will actually spin. And interstate, Doug, I know you didn't get to see the video, but Tony showed me the video. In that bathroom, on the second floor where the firemen were, they had the shower area. He actually caught something moving there on camera, and that was pretty cool. So they've had some similar experiences we had, when we were there.
Yeah, I saw a face I walked there too down there.
Yeah, it's a cool little place. Definitely recommend checking it out if you're close.
Yeah, before I go to Pennsylvania I used to live there, so I was back home once in a while. So.
Yeah, it's not too far from.
No.
Not super far from York. But
No. That's why it's called Good Job.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. It's the flag hit against the door.
But that's what I would do.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. It's the flag hit against the door.
But that's what I would do.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. It's the flag hit against the door.
But that's what I would do.
I bet you Doug knows where that one was.
I sure do.
Good job. Good job. Remember that.
Well, what was amazing about that was another debunk that I came up with about the flag hitting the door. And it was I don't know, praising me because I got it right, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that was again at Samuel Miller Mansion. We were on the second floor, and it was actually hitting the window and creating like a tapping sound. And Doug goes, "It's the window." So I, like the flag hitting it. So I open up, and there's the wind picking up, and you could see it moving. So, and then, like you said, you get that intelligent answer. Good job. Like, way to figure it out. So again, we don't just write things off as haunted. Like, we really try to debunk. And if we truly cannot, then we're like, all right, it's a personal experience. Even then, we don't say it's haunted. We're like, it's a personal experience. And then when you get something like that backs it up, you're like, all right, maybe that was a haunted moment right there. Just maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, intelligent. That's awesome.
I mean, we have like a scale that we have come up with to classify if something is what we call haunted. Because there's a huge difference between a little bit of paranormal activity and a haunted location.
Right.
Because it could be a residual, and that doesn't necessarily mean that your place is haunted. That means it's a tape recorder playing over and over and over again, the same exact thing happening the same exact time on the same exact day, or every day.
So, there are also anniversary ones too that happen we had to Christmas party or whatever, or location at a bed and breakfast thing. And then they said a certain thing that happens every year. I did, but I never have either.
Right.
So I always tell people, like, when I'm going to even investigate or even do a walkthrough, but it's good for anybody listening or watching. If you're having paranormal activity in your house, get a journal. And what I always tell people is write when it happens, who it happens to, the time of day it happens to, even the weather. And I even put the moon in there. Tell me what the moon was like that night. Give me as much variables that I can look at and try to calculate and see what's coming up. Because you're like residual. If you have the front door open every day at 12, but your grandpa walked in the house every day at 12 from work, well, I'm telling you, it's most likely residual. That gives me something that I can base off and focus my investigation on maybe something else. So that's what I like to do. But it's good, you call in a team. Hey, here's a journal for the last 6 months of something I've done or that has happened here. Boom. Now you can go and say, okay. And then I go through and I flip through and I'm like, wow, you've caught a lot,
Yeah. I found we even on the years you first start off. It's called Plan Software. It's a personal log analysis in the book. But it's software that it shows investigation and all the evidence you got. You can even load EVPs on it and do videos on it and software on it. I'll have a copy of it. I'll give it to you. It's awesome.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I appreciate it.
You print it out for your client to give them, and it's awesome. I don't usually work it out quite anymore. But I'll get that to you.
That's awesome.
Another awesome thing that Brandon kind of came up with one of the ex-team members was a certificate. So if we find claims that your place is haunted, we actually certify that your location is truly haunted, and they print out a professional certificate, and I mean the whole 9 yards. So it's really neat.
Yeah, I have a picture.
Yeah, we did one of those when we first started off. It was a Cajun kitchen. It was Cajun kitchen. We investigated, and they had a tackle law, so I did. So.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't do it at any like residential cases. I only do it
No.
at like public places.
Right.
So like, I told the lady at Bell Mansion if we come back and we truly think it's haunted, I'll send her a flash drive. I'll send her a flash drive.
That place is haunted.
Well,
I don't even need to go over evidence what
no,
I
but
saw.
I want to, but I like to
Is that-
present it with the flash drive. Bell Mansion in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh,
It used to be a funeral home for 93 years.
oh,
But so I told
let me-
her, yeah, I told
let me-
her I was gonna do it and send it to her.
Hey,
the
Doug,
stuff-
worship, Doug.
the stuff I saw there is no doubt in my mind that place is haunted. I saw full figure shadow people. I saw children. I heard children. I saw a door open all by itself, and that's when I was trying to go to sleep. And I grabbed my little blanket, my pillow, and my air mattress and ran into the other room where everybody else was sleeping because that door opened all on its own.
He looked like a scared little kid that
Yeah,
runs
man.
to mom and dad's room. He had like his blankie and the air mattress in one hand, his pillow in the other, turned in the corner.
True story.
It was so funny.
Can I crawl between two?
I'm telling you,
That's pretty
man.
much what he said. You got room in here for me?
Yeah.
And then we stay there, and then we go to Beale Manor, and apparently myself and Doug picked the haunted room because things were happening in it. So like, Doug's like, I'll take the air mattress, you take the bed. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. Like at this point, me and Doug were literally running on what, like 6 hours, like 6 hours of sleep, maybe.
Maybe.
5.5 hours of sleep.
From 3 days.
Yeah, so we're on the last day, and I'm like, it was like 3 a.m. I'm like, dude, I'm done. Like, I'm in bed. So I climb in bed, and I'm sitting there, and I had my ankle was swollen, long story short. So I'm laying on my back, and I have my foot propped up. And I'm just sitting there, and I have my blanket up to my neck, and I'm laying like this. And all of a sudden, I just feel 3 fingers come across my neck. And I'm like, not effing today. Like, not tonight. I need my sleep. Leave me alone. Like, all this crap. And I like go on a rant. I'm like, please don't touch me. Like, I really just want to sleep at this point. And I will admit, it scared the shit out of me. Like, all joking aside, because I'm asleep, I'm in a room, and I know Doug's snoring on the ground. So I know it ain't him. I know it ain't him. And
no sooner did I hit that floor, I was out like a light.
So then I feel
you're snoring. That's noise contamination.
I do remember Brandon saying, "Not effing tonight," and by then I was already asleep.
Doug looked at me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yep."
That's noise contamination.
It was crazy. And then right after that, I feel like somebody pushes down on the corner of the bed, like they're walking around it, and I'm like, "Oh, is this how this is really gonna go tonight?" I almost went and slept in the car. Like, nah, this isn't happening.
I'm so far behind the comments, so I saw people laughing.
Oh, well, go ahead, catch up.
Okay.
I can't even see the comments.
Yeah, I went full screen, so I can't see him. I mean, I can exit out and see him. But
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Doug tried to sneak into bed with me.
No, Benny. He's another one from Get Out Paranormal AZ from Arizona.
Yeah, Doug was out.
Yeah, I was out cold, Benny.
Doug was out while filming YouTube.
Yeah, I sure did. I propped the camera up, and I had a perfect shot, and I leaned up in the corner, and I passed out.
I'm like, Doug, let's move, Doug. He's like, what? What?
Oh god. I gotta go on investigation, you guys.
Dude, anytime we're in the area, man, you're more than welcome. I plan on coming out next year. I really want to hit Randolph County Infirmary in Indiana.
I'll definitely answer for that.
Dude, it's so cheap to rent it out for a night.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you guys have it, guys.
I like to do that museum you were telling me about.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been there. It's kind of funny. You go on the night they have bingo. And I think we do Friday. I think it's Friday night. I don't know if it's Saturday or not. I think
Ooh, we can go to bingo too. I like this. This
yeah,
is great.
yeah. Actually, tell the bingo field come out and like they get the walkers to the car and that's what we should. We gotta go over the thing, bingo, and take all the biddy money.
Is there anybody here with us? Oh, 69.
Hey, wait, I got my EMF and my EDI right there. We're good.
Bingo!
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff out of there. I mean, a lot of people, like, just like the EVPs, but there's some really cool ones that I have one of those S boxes.
Yeah.
That I use, and we do like kills with that. But some of the times I don't go by that because we stepped away from it for a while, but there's some that talk so clearly that wouldn't be on the radio station.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff was said, and after you said something.
Well,
yeah, that's that. So
I've definitely had some foul language come across one of them things, and you know they don't use foul language on the radio.
Well, I thought they called me C-word. Not nice.
See,
Yeah.
well, I'm not a big fan of spirit boxes. Like, we have one, but I'm just not a huge fan. I think I think it can be so.
I mean, we use it for the Estes. We use it for the Estes method.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we use it for now. I do it for anything else, really. I just like straight out the EPs. Yeah, the stereo with ghost box purpose. But for the Estes, we do that too. And that's what we use it for. And that's all we use it for. That's what got called C-word.
Yeah.
I think that we started using ours more for the Estes than even trying to, you know.
We don't
really
even use. Yeah, we don't even use it for evidence. Like, we use it, but it's like not used for evidence.
Right.
I think actually you'll see some evidence on Wildwood Part 2 because I was up in the doctor's office doing an Estes session, and I was actually answering the questions that were coming out of the people's mouths that I honestly, as most of you know that have done the Estes method, you can't hear a damn thing with that thing turned all the way up.
If you do it right.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to have your earbuds in, and then you got to have noise-canceling headphones over top of them.
Right.
And I'm telling you, you can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
And I was answering the questions that were being asked directly. So we actually are going to include that in our second video.
Yeah.
And these are Bluetooth plus door shells, man.
Yeah.
So they work good in that.
Yeah. It's been fun. I mean, doing the Estes is different, you know, because we took a little break with COVID, and then coming out of COVID, doing it, and then, you know, that was the first time I really did the Estes, so I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
But
it was pretty neat because we were at Wildwood in the basement, and of course they have an embalming table, so I was the first one to lay on it and try the Estes method. And I got absolutely nothing. Nothing came through whatsoever. Well, the funny thing is, Brandon tried it right after I did, and he was actually getting stuff coming through.
I still hate you for it.
But then I literally, because he literally goes into it and he says, "You're not allowed to touch me. I don't give you permission to touch me," so on and so forth. So halfway through the Estes session, I asked the spirit to actually grab his leg and actually grab his right leg. And daggone if right then and there, his foot, he said, felt like he was being pulled off the table.
So like, I can't hear anything, so mind you. So like, what sparked that "don't touch me" is I lay on the table and I feel like somebody took a scalpel and like ran down like my inner thigh, like if they were gonna like cut me to like make blood go out, like that's where it felt like it cut. So I'm like, I said it, I'm like, yeah, like I gotta tell you guys, like this is what happened, like I don't want to be touched, whatever. So here I am laying on the table, and I really at first thought Doug grabbed me to move me down, like the table was wobbling or something like that. Because when you're laying there and you're blindfolded and all this, you can't tell what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have an idea, but you don't know exactly what. So I thought, well, maybe I shifted and the table was moving. And then I like felt it, but then I felt it pull, and I'm like, all right, this is not Doug. Like this doesn't even feel like Doug's hand. Doug is, 6'4". He's got a big ass hand. Like this ain't Doug. Like there's no damn way. So I like look up and I like shoot up, and I'm like, what the hell? Like no way. And Doug's like, yeah, I told it could touch you. I said, what?
What the hell?
So, but in all fairness, like I was getting answers and I was getting things, and after playing back the audio and stuff like that, Doug was doing one of the EVPs recorder, and we caught the heartbeat monitor going.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was some cool things that we actually did experience. It was like the doctor was still there performing and doing his job, but it was it was crazy, and the
Wow.
basement was super active. Myself and Doug just we watched a figure move in the basement and caught this like white thing. It was nuts.
Okay, so I literally have goosebumps right now because we really need you to go watch part 1 of Wildwood on our YouTube,
Mhm.
and you'll understand at the very end. If you listen, you'll understand what this starts going into. Because after Wildwood, I came home, and 2 days after being home, I had a major heart attack.
But to start it out, when we did our walkthrough on the 3rd floor, Doug goes, I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
Real
like
true.
while we were there. So before we even investigated, Doug's like, it's so heavy. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Then fast forward to the heartbeat monitor.
But hold on. Then I walk out of the room and I can breathe. Everything's light. Everything's great.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just that room.
Which was the doctor's office.
Correct.
So then he comes home, has a heart attack, and it's just all together. It was just crazy, and everybody's feeling that was there that night is that the doctor was trying to warn Doug that something wasn't right physically with him, and made him have them effects to tell him like, hey, you got to get your shit taken care of.
Right.
And
Hey, I have the YouTube. I'll post in the comments here.
I mean, we had so many of our friends that are listening. Crossroad X Paranormal, Get Out Paranormal AZ,
Mhm.
like Interstate Paranormal, like. And I don't want to become emotional, but that's what this field is all about. Everybody treated me like I was their family member. They were so concerned about me, and it's a good feeling, and that's what I think people are missing when they say para-unity, because we all take care of each other.
Hey, Tony's in here. I didn't realize Tony was in here. I'm reading the comments. So Tony's in here, Gina's in here, Benny's in here, Sierra's in here, Eden's in here. Trying to see if anybody else is in here. So,
Thanks, Benny. I love you too, brother.
but Doug, Eden said, but Nick made that heart attack feel better. So
He
she
did.
said,
Well,
so she said, so glad that you are better.
yeah. Nick Rolfe, he was filming Deathwalker, and he took time out of his filming to stop production, and he sent me a personal video.
Let it out, Doug. It's all good, buddy.
He sent me a personal video on getting better, keeping my head up, staying positive, the whole 9 yards. And I mean, even to this day, it chokes me up because it was so personal. And I've never met this man in my life, but being the type of icon that he is, it really hit home with me. And I'm so happy to have people like that in my life.
Hey, Scott, can you tag Eden's new comment for Doug to see? The one that just came in at 8:05. So Doug will appreciate that. What's up, Travis? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Hold on.
Awesome. You got the
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there you go, Doug. I knew you would appreciate that one.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Because
But I don't want to start. I don't want to start crying. Jesus.
hey, if it makes you feel better, if it,
Hey,
wait,
we're all over here.
yeah, but if it makes you feel better, Doug, Ginger Snap is in here, so she can harass you about it on this weekend. And Tony's in here. He said, "Dougie Doug."
Yeah, that's my boy.
So, yeah, so I mean, it's great. Scott, you'll have to get Tony in here. He runs Interstate Paranormal Research. That's who we're going with the Prospect Place this weekend. Great guy. Literally can't say enough. Benny said, "I want to see you cry, Doug."
Nope. I held it back.
Nah, dude, it's awesome. And like, all joking aside, Scott, like I've known Doug for 20 years now. His stepson's my best friend. So like, we've been there forever. And for one of the first people he texted was me that night, and I wake up to a text message like that, and I'm like, oh man, like this is crazy. So it's been a adventure, but like I gotta say, like the last I don't know, Doug, would you say like 5 months for us as a team has just been crazy?
Yeah.
Probably about like the last 5 months. I mean, we've just been asked to do so much and meeting such good people. And like I said, a lot of it goes back to Penhurst Paracon, but like just the followers we have. I mean, I've only had a Facebook page for a little over a year now. I think we're like a year and 2 months. And I went up to over 2,500 followers. So like I'm just proud of like everything we've done. And what we're planning to do, I never thought I'd leave Maryland. Well, besides Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania, because they're so close, I never thought I'd leave and actually go, 10 hours from my house to go investigate a 93-year-old funeral home in the middle of Indiana. Like I just never thought it was a possibility.
Right.
Well, next year we're planning on going out to Benny and them at Get Out Paranormal AZ, and we're going to do Tombstone.
I really want to. They're doing Tombstone Paracon. I'm really trying to make it out there next year. It's definitely on the list. 5 months because I came into your lives. That's right, Eden. That's it. And Leroy joined the team. We can't forget Leroy, because that's when the numbers really started to go up.
Right.
Nah, and I like going back to everything. I got to meet the Destination Fear people.
Project.
I got Project Fear now. I got to meet them.
That's all thing.
Yeah, but I got to meet Taps. I got to meet Adam and Amy. I met Chris Williams. I met Jack Osborne. I just got to meet everybody, and I got to investigate with Daryl Marston from Ghost Hunters A&E. I just got to spend time with him and ask him some questions and hang out, and just things that I didn't think were possible I've done over the last 5 months. And it's honestly just the connections I've made through the paranormal community and just having everybody's support. I had that quote unquote demonic case I dealt with. I called Tony at Interstate, and I called John at Harrisburg, and I'm like, hey, who can help me? Because I can't do this by myself. And it's not that I can't handle cases by myself. Demonic cases, I have members on my team that can't go for personal reasons. So, but they're willing to help, and that's a big deal to me.
I don't necessarily know that it's personal reasons; it's health reasons.
Yeah.
That we just don't want them to go.
Right. I'm trying to get out with him. So.
Myself personally, have I done it in the past? Yes, I've done 2 demonic cases in the past. Will I do another one? Absolutely not, because of my health. I just don't want to risk it. So therefore we kind of keep our family members away from it.
All right.
I'm just the dumb one that says yes. Yeah, but again, it goes back to helping people, and they need help. So.
Well, we came from anything demonic. I think we had bad spirits and stuff, but nothing I think of demonic anyway.
I'll tell you, the 2 that we went on, if you've ever been to a demonic case whatsoever, the 2 that we went on, you'll never ever forget it. I don't care if you get Alzheimer's. I don't care if you get dementia. You will never forget
Nope.
going on a demonic
Hey,
case.
and you know what's funny, Doug, is as we're talking about this, John hops in the chat.
You're right.
So funny timing. John runs Harrisburg Area Paranormal Society. So another great guy. Like I said, I've been blessed. But yeah, some of John's cases have actually they made it to be in a book, and then not only that, he's investigated with Taps on Ghost Nation before it came back to Ghost.
Oh.
So
Oh,
he's in one of the episodes. He actually has been working this case. You can type in the chat for sure, but I think it's been about 10 years now. He's been working the same case. So
Wow.
he reached out to Taps, and they came and helped him. So
It sounds perfect on my issues. Yeah, I'll be sitting there for a weekend, and I'll be there. But we don't make the money happen right there. Just a lot of weird stuff moving and noises. Yeah.
Well, all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to spoil anything, is I am absolutely terrified, and I mean terrified, of dolls and clowns. And that's all I have to say about that.
I got OCD.
Because I don't want to spoil anything at any point in time of what's gonna be, or what has already happened, or what's coming down the pipeline. But I am terrified, and I mean terrified.
yeah, we had to bleep out some of that video.
You don't. At first time I met you, is 2 full rooms with nothing but dolls. 2 full rooms. If you want, I can send pictures to you.
Nope.
Wait till you see John's comment.
Thanks, John.
Dude, it came through and I lost it.
Oh.
We have such a great group of friends. I swear, we really do. Everybody in the chat, like, I love you all. I appreciate you coming in. Dude, it really means a lot. It's just it's so funny.
You have more evidence that he sent you?
Yeah, a bunch.
Oh wow.
So,
yeah, I told him to
we have 2 more up here. The ABC truck, 2 more of those. The one is cut their eye.
Oh yeah, I remember catching that one.
That was Samuel Miller again.
Yep.
And the last one is for the ABC is What Nation.
Yeah. We think.
No.
Where that one at?
But all these are at Samuel Miller except for the
Okay.
Okay. But that one, it's a debate on the team. I hear What Nathan, and then somebody says they hear One Nation. But either way, it wasn't none of us.
What lost 2 times there?
No, won't do it. No, won't do it.
I hear both.
Yeah.
The first one sounded like One Nation, and then the second time around it sounded like One Nathan.
I love what you have to going through stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like that.
I'm just, I'm happy everybody can hear it and like actually listen to what we hear, because for people that don't understand, I mean, most of the people in chat understand, but for most people that don't understand, we sit here for 8, 10, 12, 14 hours. I mean, there's times where you sit here for literally 14 hours and you catch nothing. I mean, there's times we've done an investigation and we had experiences there, came home, listened to the recorders, and literally caught nothing. It just happens. So it's cool to have the experiences and then have the EVPs to back up what was going on that night. So, I love it.
Yeah, I have those videos you sent. There's a few of them here. First one I have, is shadow caught the Rambo.
Oh, yeah, that one's cool. We actually catch 2 shadows in there.
Okay.
So you'll see it go from right to left,
Yeah, that's a good one.
and it's quick. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually saw that with my own eyes. We were standing outside. It was 4 of us, and my car was parked not too far from there, and I'm looking that way, and on the side of that building is a basement where there was an underground railroad that ran out to the river. Now the underground railroad is obviously filled in now, but they have the entrance where you can actually drop in from the basement, and then you can go to where the tunnel was. And I'm sitting there and I literally watch it go across right in front of me, and I chase it around, and I'm pretty quick. And I got around that corner of that building, and there is not a damn thing in sight. And dude, and then going back, I'm watching the DVR, and I see it. I'm like, that's what I saw. Like, yes, we caught it. So again, it was just cool. And then 2 of our other team members, Angel, who's downstairs, and then another female investigator actually saw it as well, just on different parts of the property. They saw it, so it was cool to catch it. But that's exactly where I saw it, like same exact spot.
There's real quick, because there's a cemetery up in the mountains, like a PA. It's small, and so I'll take a picture of something through it. I see. Oh, my phone out.
Yeah, you paused and like froze out for a second.
Okay, I was in fork. But it's small, and we're up there. I was looking through the viewfinder to take pictures. I seen some. I ran over it and told Bill, look at this. I knew it was. I faced through it. I caught a leaf in mid-fall. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Doug caught one of the best pictures I've ever seen in my life at Gettysburg, and I have it downstairs. I didn't send it to you. I didn't even think about it.
Sorry.
It's one of the best photos I've ever seen in my life.
It is a Union soldier literally forming in the middle of a field. And you can see the swirling. You can see his legs, and you can see its blue uniform, and you can see the swirling above him like he's actually forming into place. It's so amazing.
Is that the ones you're used to, or no?
No, he didn't send that one.
No, okay. I have it. I can send it to you afterwards, and you can look at it. But it's one of like craziest things, man. It really is.
Cool. Here's the snake anomaly.
Oh yeah.
That's what I bought also.
Well, that's what I called it. Snake lichen.
Yeah, so it's in the bottom right-hand corner for anybody watching.
Oh.
And I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's paranormal, but I posted it online because I want people to tell me, because I literally don't know. On that side after there, it's literally a brick concrete wall. Well, it's brick on that side, but it's all brick. I have no clue where it came out of. Your guess is as good as mine.
And I mean, the funny thing is that's what I told him to name it, because I mean, it's not like it's a finger, it's not a human. It's actually glowing, and it almost looks like a snake peeking around the corner and then going right back. So, snake-like anomaly.
Look how they have mesh, too.
Yeah, and then that was in the basement at Ramblewood, and one of the claims there was that there's a slave that stays in the basement, and he used to guide slaves that were runaway to the river in the underground tunnel. And that's what his job was. And that's why I set up a camera in there. Like, all right, well, I want to get the underground, railroad in there, which is in that shot that you played. And, it just kind of got lucky that it came up on camera. Like I said, and then it never happened again the rest of the night. So if you could say it's a bug, sure, but why wasn't it like that any other time of the night?
All right. The other one is the spirit running at Miller.
Yeah, that's the one Doug caught.
Oh, yeah.
The one caught, Doug?
Yeah, so you're going to look in the top left corner. You'll see it come in.
And we tried to debunk this.
Oh.
See, what I like
Yeah.
at the end, it literally looks like legs when it runs back
Yeah,
out of frame.
up there again, quick.
We had cars going up and down the street. We had people
Even
with
the alleyway.
flashlights. Yeah, people with flashlights trying to shine in the windows. You absolutely could not recreate any of this.
All right.
Believe it or
And-
not, car lights actually were dimmer than what we caught on camera.
And what's funny is when it actually goes from right to left, you can actually see legs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I caught that literally not even 5 minutes into watching the DVR.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it makes the rest of the review, the review and analysis process a little bit better because you're like, man, we already caught something. What's next?
Yeah. Just got 2 more EBC film.
Oh, depends which other one.
Missed on Steps.
Oh, that's a good one.
Residential.
That was a residential case.
This is a good one here.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see it. It's very odd. We don't know where it came in.
That's awesome.
So what's cool is it actually sets off the flashlight, but it also sets off our motion sensor because our DVR cameras have motion sensor, and it sets it off as well.
Wow.
And then we also caught several EVPs up there as well. So.
Yeah. Here's the last video I have. It's Noah's father's doll folding off.
That's on the video. That's online already.
Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh my god, we may have just caught a doll falling off or a doll falling off.
Are you there? Hello?
You're not going to see the doll fall there. It's actually on a different camera.
Yeah. Yeah, the clip was a minute long, so I wish everything else happened.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah, you'll see it on. You got to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be in part 2.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think there's much else that I sent.
There's some pictures of you with the team, some teams and stuff, but.
Oh yeah, we did send you some team pictures, so.
Yeah.
Definitely awesome.
Yeah, so I show a couple of those if you want. That's up to you.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Have a certain order I have to share my screen here. Let's do that. First one is. I'll share some other things here. Because that's High Road.
What is that?
Oh, that's of Ramblewood.
Firewood. Firewood.
Yeah, that's Ramblewood. In Darlington, Maryland.
Yeah. Let me go to your. I think I have your team pictures here. They're kind of cool. Sure, it's easy way to do it.
By the way, Doug has no clue what I sent you, so this is really fun for me.
Oh, okay.
Doug, I didn't pick any bad photos.
Here's a picture of Destination Fear.
Yep. Yeah, Project Fear.
And then the other one, Destination Fear too. And then, what else did you send me?
Who knows? sent it last week. And Angel
Yeah.
also sent stuff, so this should be interesting.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Oh, good. Good Lord.
Thank you, Doug.
Oh, yeah, we did send you the doll room. Oh, we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's wild. That's Wildwood.
Doug, you want to
Sorry,
get a nap in
Doug.
there?
Yeah.
I'll go back there in a heartbeat.
You want to sleep in there?
I'd sleep in there too.
I meant in the doll room.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I would either.
I have one here from About School. Oh,
I know I sent the Bell Mansion.
yeah, probably. I think I saw it here. The team photo with the restaurant bill, is that it?
Yeah, I think I sent you the team photo of us at Bell.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Oh, that was
Oh.
that's when we went out to dinner when Doug was drinking too much Blue Moon.
Yeah. It wasn't too much Blue Moon. It was 3 glasses.
Yeah, that was too much for you, buddy. I was gonna say if you leave that picture up, I'll tell you who everybody is.
Okay. It's up, but I'll take it off.
It's off on my screen. I can't see it.
Okay, sorry, I put that phone again. I could zoom a little bit too. Might get a little blurry, but team photo bill. There. There it is.
All right. So if you're looking at it, you see the guy with the hat. That is Leroy. He's our now tech manager. Then obviously you got Doug and myself. Next to me is Angel, and then we have God's ears herself, Debbie, over here, all the way to the right.
That is our master EVP listener.
Yeah, she's actually on vacation right now. So
Actually reviewing evidence on vacation.
Yeah, she took EVPs to go review them while on vacation.
Yeah.
Dedication.
They have under your pictures. Oh, okay, I found one here for you, and here I'll share it. Is what number is that image? I'll just find that picture of you and him there.
Does it have a rubber duck in it?
There's a couple of documents on your dashboard. I like that stuff.
I should have sent him our tattoo. I didn't think about it. I should have sent it.
Well, here.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I like that.
Yeah.
That's our mascot.
Yeah, he's downstairs. Hey, I got this. Angel! Angel! Can you bring me Gary? Thank you. She's lucky. If she didn't answer, she was getting her other name.
That's their team, Wildwood.
Nothing?
Yep,
So that's actually Tony's team.
That's Wildwood. That
Tony
is
looking the other way.
Yep, Interstate Paranormal, and then myself, Brandon,
Gary.
and Angel.
That's
Interstate
cool.
Paranormal Research. Sorry, IPR.
Yeah. That's a good picture. A picture of you and your president sitting on a step somewhere.
Gary.
And that is Gary.
Oh, I love that.
And then I got him as well. The whole team is supposed to get it, including Angel. So, I
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole team's getting Gary the tattoo. The females are getting Gary with a pink bow
They just
or
don't
a
know
red
yet.
bow.
Well, except for Angel. Angel, she's getting a ghost duck.
Oh, Jesus.
Especially a ghost rubber duck.
Over the you're a little one.
He said it.
How did he?
I didn't say it. He did.
The host did. None of us said it.
I didn't even say what it was from. He just started singing it. He must know. He must.
Yeah,
He must be a huge fan of Sesame Street.
I am.
He is. See, he loves Sesame Street. But it was perfect timing, though. We love you, Angel. Oh, and that was Beal and Tony didn't get to see. Hopefully he's still in here.
Hold on, is that the Daryl pose?
That's the Daryl pose. I sent him the Daryl pose so everybody could enjoy it. So
that's
running
Beal Manor
thing.
in Ohio.
That's where I got touched on my neck, and it was definitely no fun. So we did the Daryl pose. It was a good time. So
It's I'm sure I think it's the right word. I got that. Yeah, the ducky and Dasher car. I saw it. Oh wow.
That's our new mascot. We're gonna get a ghost duck.
Just like Benny has.
Yeah. But I want it
Except
like this. I want it like this size, so it's really big.
Not to mention, it's got to be green, not red.
And it's got to have a squeaker in it.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Makes okay. They call him duck. They have duck. They call him duck.
We need a duck.
Yeah.
It's going to be our next logo.
Yeah.
Rubber ducky ghost duck shirts.
There you go.
100%.
The party say you're one.
Yeah. Put a giant duck on the back of the shirt with "You're the one." She'll absolutely kill us.
Oh my God.
Y'all are safe. You're in Ohio.
Yeah, that'll definitely be the death of Brandon. We'll be investigating him.
Yeah. Y'all better come. Hey, at least you got a lot of equipment. You don't even have to buy it. Just come borrow it.
Borrow it. I better be left it.
Here lies. I'm not leaving it to you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm leaving it to Leroy. Damn it.
There you go.
That could be your team motto. You're one.
I hear she's
so
listening
glad.
downstairs. She's gonna kill us.
I was just getting ready to say, I'm so glad she ain't listening to this.
She's supposed to be doing YouTube and clearing the SD cards because I need them for tomorrow. That's what I got to do when I get off of here is go clear out all the SD cards so we have SD cards to use.
All right. Well, we can wrap up. We're getting to the end here. So.
I mean, I wasn't rushing you. I was just saying.
I know.
I
think I don't know how many other half load up here for sisters. I'll do all the videos I got there.
Hey, so just a funny story is Eden does the reenactments for Deathwalker, and her character actually is she plays the woman that dies in the Beale Manor.
Oh, great!
So she'll be the episode of the lady that passed away in there.
And that's season 4, right?
Eden, is it 4 or 5? I don't remember. I think he's on 4, but then I'm not sure. She's going to the premiere of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
The original owner.
Yeah.
I was almost murdered at Pennhurst.
Oh, yeah. At Rapids Theater. Eden, do you remember what season it is? Is it 4 or 5? 4. Okay. Yeah. Rapid Theaters.
Season 4. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Hey, what's up, Joe? How you been, man?
Joe! I know Joe.
Yeah. We went on with Joe one time for his podcast.
Well, I
Facebook Live.
I had Derek on the show.
Yeah, he was great.
Hi, Joe.
What's going on, Joe?
Oh, Eden's on 3 episodes, by the way, for Deathwalker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Rapids, Beals, and
Genesee.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but I don't want to mess it up. So if you mess it up, it's okay.
Well, it's not Genesee, it's Genesee.
I thought it was Hennessy. That's just the that's just Baltimorean in me.
That's the Baltimorean in him.
Yeah.
You guys should talk
Yeah, Joe. Anytime, man. Anytime, except this weekend, because we'll be in Ohio. I'll be in Ohio investigating.
Oh, my.
Doug's already there.
2 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, see, she typed in Hennessy. You see what I mean?
Right.
Just pronounce. She give me the word. That's funny.
Yeah, Joe, I was just telling Doug, I know you have your team, but I was just telling him, I was like, man, we need to start an Ohio branch with all the people I'm meeting from Ohio.
I was going to say, Joe's in Ohio, too.
Yeah, he is.
He's not far. Hey,
That's
Benny said he'll
awesome.
be here in 28 hours. Don't worry.
Good Lord. What part of Ohio, Joe?
Eden, I know how to say it. It's just Baltimore. Hennessy is very popular.
It's Genesee.
It's I love you, Jenny. Buckeye Lake, Doug, wherever that is.
Buckeye Lake. That's up near Columbus.
Is it?
Yep.
So you're like
That's
under an hour from him, probably. Or
yep.
within that area.
Yep.
I'm 10 minutes from Columbus.
I live Dayton.
Eden, we love you too. And then please, can we please do Benny's comment? Yes.
My Mexican self.
See,
See, I told you.
Yeah.
Benny's rubbing off on me.
I was gonna tell you about. I said no. I'm on the corner there.
Oh man, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah, Joe.
Stuff.
Doug's only in Dayton, man. You guys should go and investigate. All of you guys should. You're all in Ohio. Meet up and go do a place.
Oh, that would be phenomenal.
I mean, Doug's got a case that he carries with him, with some equipment. I
normally shoot our YouTube content.
Yeah, so.
But I do have what's that called?
Tesla coil?
Tesla coil. Yeah.
That thing's awesome.
Yes, sir.
He said it's 3 hours away.
What, Buckeye Lake?
Apparently.
No
3 hours
way.
away, let's do it. I don't know. I'm just
From Dayton?
I'm just reading.
I swear to goodness, I drive right through Buckeye Lake, and it only takes me an hour.
Let's find out.
Maybe that's because I'm doing 90.
You Benny should miss it.
It says it's an hour and 34 minutes from your house.
Yeah.
But again, I just typed in your address. I didn't type in his, so just roundabout. I mean, you're probably still under 2 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm ready less than that.
Joe, how far are you from Prospect Place? Because that's heading towards that way.
Oh yeah, I haven't been there yet.
Well, if I'm an hour and a half away from Buckeye Lake, Prospect Place is 2 hours and 6 minutes from me.
So he can't be too far away.
Yeah.
I'm an hour and 10 minutes from Prospect
He
Place.
said it's 45 minutes. That's where we'll be Friday and Saturday, Joe. We're meeting up with Interstate Paranormal Research. But maybe one day we can meet up and do dinner. Doug, you cool with that? Do dinner one night or like a late lunch?
That'd be awesome.
If you're cool with that, Joe, shoot me a message, man. We can meet up, finally, in person. We did that in Indiana, and we met up with a couple people out there.
Yeah, that was really neat.
Doug, Eden said you cannot drive through a lake at 90 without sinking.
I don't know.
See what I had to deal with at Penhurst?
Okay, so I didn't drive through the lake. I drive on the highway
Next to
through
lake.
the town that is called Buckeye Lake.
Joe, is it haunted?
It's GPS terminals are there.
And I guarantee I can make it halfway across hydroplaning.
It's just like skipping stones.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. When I drive to Maryland, I get it.
Oh, cool. Joe said Prospect Place is haunted, Doug. He used to volunteer there a couple years ago.
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that it is.
Well, it's
it's
nice to have extra experience.
Like I watched something on YouTube. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. I can't remember. But anyways, I wanted to smack the hell out of the guys that were doing the filming, that were investigating. And they did have some unexplained like footsteps and stuff, but nothing real prevalent that would tell me the place is haunted. It seemed all residual to me. But then again, I hear there's so many other claims that they just don't show.
Right.
Your tires are not good enough for hydroplaning. I don't know. They're getting pretty bald.
Overall.
I've only got 49,000 miles on them from going back and forth to Maryland.
I got zero treasure.
Oh, goodness.
Doug, funny story. Doug calls me last night. He goes, "I got a haircut." I said, "For what?"
Well, I got more than one cut. No, I don't have a comb over. I just see a lot of residual.
Yeah.
Is what Joe just said.
Awesome. Cool. I gotta get there. I'm talking to Steve about going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to go back to Bell Mansion so bad and Beale Manor.
Yeah, I was gonna say Beale Manor is on my list. I didn't feel like we got to investigate it enough.
Yeah, you definitely need 2 days there. You need a good 2 days there.
And when it's colder.
Yeah, because let me tell you, no air conditioning. Holy Jesus.
It'd be hot.
Nah, I play fast too.
I had places that sweat that I didn't even know I had.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost too.
I think my elbows were sweating.
Dude, everything was sweating. You know what's even worse? We took a shower at Beale Manor, and I swear, I got out,
and you're still
I was
wet.
still sweating. August 20th, I'll be at Billy Creek Village. I don't know where that is. Doug, do you know where that is?
I was twice for my birthday.
I've never heard of it.
Nick told you the best places. Actually, Eden, Carlo reached out to me before Nick did, but it's cool that Nick had that validation there. And it was cool we were able to validate some of the stuff that Nick caught.
What, at Beale?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, the piano playing by itself, that got me good.
Yeah.
That got me real good.
But Nick said the second floor was the most haunted, and I mean, I definitely felt that.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Well, not from my experience because I fell asleep, but from Brandon's experience.
Dude, and not even that. Look at Benny's arm where he got bit.
Oh, yeah. That's true, too.
Gee, Benny, yeah, and what's funny is you were sleeping, mister. I'm passed out, right? Well, Benny, I'm telling Benny about all this shit about me being touched and all this, and he goes, they couldn't sleep because they were hearing shit in the hallway and, like, people moving and walking and all this other shit.
Nope, I was gone. I was out like a light. I didn't feel, I'll tell you, when we were so tired that my alarm clock went off in the morning because we had a certain time we had to be out. I barely heard my alarm clock go off.
Well, the only good news is we were definitely late getting out, but I told Carlo, and he's like, yeah, I don't have another team coming in for like 4 hours. You're good. And I was like, yes. Because, yeah, it was a lot. We only ran 8 cameras there. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
The last few times here is our DVRs. I start setting up security cams. Because that's me and 2 other, I just cut into our investigation time.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of really stinks about the uh, wireless and the Wise cameras that we have is if the place doesn't have Wi-Fi, we don't
Oh,
we can't use them at
Yeah.
all.
good point, Benny. Good point. You can
What?
pop that up. This happened, like,
Okay.
honest to God, this happened while we were at Beale Manor.
And all the cameras. Oh, that's right. I
Our
remember
whole
that.
DVR system just shut off
Oh, wow.
Right when
right when we told
one of their investigators were getting messed with in the basement, literally getting touched, and then he ended up getting scratched.
something along them lines, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, our whole DVR system gave out.
Dude, at the same exact time, he goes, "I don't like the feeling." Boom, and then it came up, and then it went back down again.
Oh, I was so upset.
So, Joe, we have a wired DVR, we have a wireless DVR, and we have Wise cameras, which are phenomenal. At Beale Manor, they didn't have Wi-Fi, so we actually took our wired DVR system, and it still shut off. I have no clue. It was the craziest thing ever, and it didn't even turn off.
Right, it didn't turn off at all. We lost all signal to every camera,
And it was just a video.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it came back on after he got touched, and then it went right back out, and he claims he got scratched across the radio.
And
We
boom,
didn't
it came
catch
back on.
any of it.
And boom, it came back on and ran the rest of the night. So
I guess it's Wise, not Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but
we didn't know.
yeah,
I own the museum, but I guess.
yeah, we weren't prepared for that.
All right.
But that's okay, because next time we will be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary because I'm over 10 years old, too. It's just they're collecting dust. So,
It's crazy, man. To think we started, well, for me, my first case was 14 years ago. And, and I didn't do anything till 18. And then
all we had
18
then
on now was just, nonstop.
all we had then was a digital recorder. That's all we had. And to see where we've come today is just
yeah.
out of control.
Well, I started when he was in VCRs.
Oh, see, yeah, I haven't been back that long.
Yeah.
Tape recorder EVPs.
Yeah, I do remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I first started they were using them, but they could tell you weren't old stuff to use. But they had recorders then, but.
Which is really crazy because some of the tape recorder, audio devices catch the most EVPs. Some of that old stuff.
But the real is used to some people too.
Well, it's funny because at Paracon, Jason Hall said it. His favorite piece of equipment is a voice recorder. He said he catches so much stuff on it and just has answered so many questions that he's had.
Yeah.
So, and he's a big fan of it. He goes, it's proven.
Yeah, I mean, you can't disprove a voice that's not there, that you can't actually hear.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. I love it. I love it doing the review.
Well, I am good. I still have to eat dinner and pack for leaving tomorrow. So I am good. Anybody else got anything else?
No, I did. I put it in the chat, and I'll put in your comments your YouTube link and your link to your website. I'll put that in chat.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you go to our website, you'll at the bottom it has every single link to every page we have.
Okay.
Yeah, except I think it may still have Instagram on it, but we deleted it because I want to redo it. So we don't have that right now. But Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, please.
And I got rid of Twitter.
please mainly go to YouTube.
YouTube.
And TikTok. Like, share, follow, subscribe,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
that's where we go live for everything. We'll probably be live this weekend.
All right.
We can't go live on YouTube because we don't have enough followers yet.
That's why we need people to go to our YouTube
yeah,
page and
please go
subscribe and follow.
I told you already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll tell them when is it, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Time.
Joe, Joe, we are there Friday and Saturday. So if we don't meet up Friday, we can definitely meet up Saturday.
Yep.
Well, Friday probably won't work for you, Doug, because you'll be coming in pretty much and going right to the investigation.
Yep.
So I think we're allowed in at 6, if I'm not mistaken. Tony said.
I thought it was 7:30, but
no.
He
talked to the people and they said we could get in early.
Oh well, that's good.
That's cool.
So and then Saturday, so maybe Saturday after we wake up, we can go meet Joe for a late lunch or dinner.
That'd be awesome.
Prospect place you have to go up in the morning, right?
What was that?
Y'all did go overnight through, right? To next morning for our Prospect place, right?
I can't remember the town. Joe, what's the town that's in Prospect Place?
It starts with a T.
Trinway? Is it Trinway?
Trinway, that's it.
Yeah.
Trinway.
Trinway, Ohio. That's it, Trinway.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's something like that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I gotta get there.
Awesome.
Yeah, Joe, we'll meet up for sure, man. Yeah, definitely. Shoot me a message. That way I have your info, and I'll send you my cell phone. That way I can just call you when we get close.
Cool.
So, hey, Scott, thanks for having us, man.
Yep.
I appreciate the invite.
Okay. Wish you good luck this weekend, and I'll talk to you in there. I look for it on the Facebook, right?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Keep following along and add me as a friend and stuff, man. We'll keep talking.
No, that's all good, guys. It's a pleasure having you guys on. It's an honor to give you guys long last. But the way you're doing it for a while, so.
We
thanks
appreciate
again.
it.
Yep. You should.
Have a good night,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
That's it. Till next time, happy hunting, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.